Okay, Nissan race car fans, we have a nice Kyosho beads collection car. The beads collection usually has better details than the blister packs, and they obviously come in a hard case. This is a 1989 Nissan R89C. There's the stock keeping number there. And I'm trying to look for a date. I don't think it's on here though, unlike the blister packs. So, it is licensed by Nissan. Weird, they don't actually write the year. Well, one can assume at least it's newer than 1989. Boy, I don't know why this box is proving so difficult to open. But the metal ruler will cure that. Looking at the Nissan website here, it says this thing had almost 800 horsepower. Yeah, and it's coming from a 3.5 liter engine, but it's V8. It's a V8 engine. Okay. Weighs 900 kilograms. Unfortunately for Kyosho, they don't use a standardized case. It's nice that it's small. I like that because if you did collect them, they won't take up as much room. But it's clearly smaller than the standard cases almost all other brands use. So, it's too bad. You'll notice this tiny antenna, but I'm going to risk it. I'll take it off the stand because I don't really like these cases. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it back in this case or put it in a different case. Or just put it in my regular display case with all my other loose cars. There's a very fat pin here to keep the thing from spinning. Alright. So there's the front photo. You'll notice this thing is running wheel covers on this casting. It sometimes didn't, but it, I guess, very often did. So let's try this side view here. Then let's try this rear view. Oh, it's a different rear view. I couldn't find well, I don't know. It was really hard to find rear views of this vehicle. So it's not to say that this is wrong, it's just probably a different photograph. I mean, the numbers aren't matching up on this, so, or it could have been running changes throughout the season. Okay. Alright, so starting with the wheels here, very nice. This one doesn't really roll at all, but very nice wheels. It's almost like there's a brake rotor back there. It's part of the same wheel casting, but it looks like there's a small circle back there, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, I like it. The center of the wheel is actually like a gray. It's hard to tell because the rest of it's so shiny, but the perimeter of the rim is chromed plastic, but the spokes are gray, and then the center cap is chrome again. So it actually has a paint app going on. And then what's nice about Kyosho is all these graphics are tampo printed, no decals. So as long as the paint's nice, the graphics should be nice as well. There's a really deep vent here. I think that's plastic of the interior. This is also probably plastic of the interior, but it's an exhaust sticking out here. So the engine cover, the wheel cover seems okay. Oh, it does seem like there's a little bit of paint rash developing right there. Really minor. Okay, so that antenna, I don't know. I think it's plastic, but obviously if you drop it, that thing's breaking very easily. It has a separate plastic windshield wiper that actually is molded. It's got some dimensionality to it. It's not just flat. And then what's going on here? Look at this, real vents. Again, probably going into the interior piece. Very nice. Clear headlight covers and indication of 2 lamps back there. Silver paint in that bucket as well. And then here, this is probably the bottom. It's bottoming out against this pick. It's bottoming against. So very nice. A couple vents here, but no paint. So the side mirrors here are additional pieces. Little pieces of plastic. Oh, they also have silver paint, so that's nice. A nice thing about Kyosho beads. A blister would never have paint on the mirrors. This side looks pretty much the same, except, well, no, I didn't notice before. There's some sort of fuel filler up here. It's on both sides. No black paint here or in these other ducts. The rear wing is nicely tampo printed as well. Seems a little contaminant of lint there, though. Little rivet marks there. And then the rear view, yeah, we have clear red lenses here. And not much else, though. But this vent actually does go all the way through. I'm literally spinning the rubber tire back there. Some plastic struts. Alright. So the diffuser is interesting, you know, it actually is passing air through there. Running racing slicks, which makes sense. This is press fit together, though, so if there was a problem, you'd have to drill it apart to fix it. Yeah, looks pretty neat. Oh, the suspension arm is literally floating. There's actually air passing between there, so that must be a separate plastic piece. Alright, the interior is going to be tough, though. So shallow the windows, and black as well. I can see some sort of details back over there, though. Let's see if the flashlight helps out. On the far side, I don't know if that's a e-brake or something, or there's something going on molded back there. The steering wheel seems to be on the right side from this viewpoint. So it's right-hand drive. There's a seat, better view of the seat. There's no, well, there is a vestigial seat. Yeah, there is. There's a little seat cushion here for the passenger. It's just for racing regulations. I don't think that it actually holds people. But yeah, you can see some molded and harness detail there on the seat, as well as you know, the recesses for the straps to be coming out of. So decent detail there. But yeah, pretty hard to see without a flashlight. Alright, it's time to get some other cars spinning here. Give me a moment. Alright, so I have a bunch of other Nissan racing cars. We're going to start with the oldest one. This is called a Nissan R382. Although I don't know how old it is. I didn't put a sticker on the bottom of it. So I apologize for that. But this next one, I did have a sticker. It's a 1969 Group 7 racer called the Nissan R362. It's really hard to read this text. I mean, it's so small. It's weird that you would have this much blank space on the bottom of a model and have the text be that small. Look at my finger, right? But yeah, alright, so it's an R382. But it's an open Can-Am style vehicle. I reviewed all these other race cars if you want to search them out in my history. And then very similar looking would be something newer, a 1992 R92 CP. So it has the same type of livery, and it's an evolution, it looks like. Even newer than that, and the last one is the R390 Gt1, which sadly I don't have a sticker on the bottom of, so I don't know what year that competed or what years. I'm going to have to update my stickers on the bottom of these things. Okay. So I apologize for some of the jittering. All these turntables, the electric ones, they jitter. It's just something that comes with it. Anyways, the Nissan racing car collection is growing, which is great. I like racing cars. I like their very odd appearances, the evolution of them, trying to get around aerodynamics and racing regulations, and the sort. So in the end, it's another nice Kyosho. Pleasantly, it's not plastered with paint rash. If you're going to collect Kyoshos, you better get used to paint rash. This one had a very, very minor paint rash issue, so I would call this like a 90, almost a 95%, 97% perfect model. I noticed there's a little bit of chrome missing from one of these wheels. That's why I'm also not taking some points off there. Or maybe it's just dirty. I'm not sure. Alright, well anyways, I really like that Kyosho made all these random race cars, and hopefully I'll be able to finish my goal of collecting each of the castings. But that might take a while. These things are not cheap. hop on eBay and check the prices. Okay, well, thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you at the next race. Bye.